got this as a semi synchronicity, and I got that I can't go back to talking to certain people. Like I kept hearing God telling me to stay away, don't take them back, don't go back, stay away. And then I got, if you take them back, you might end up in the same situation. And then I felt like more of this download was coming, and then I got a synchronicity for this. It was just a part of the synchronicity that came. So I really want to talk to y'all tonight about why it's important to be very choosy who you love. You should be very picky who you choose to love and who you deeply care about. Be very picky. I'm gonna talk about how to protect yourself when you're choosing, in the process of choosing who you love and deeply care about. I'm gonna get on video in a minute, y'all. Okay, so give me a second, y'all. We're gonna wait till we get a couple more people in here. I'm just letting myself be natural for a few days. Sometimes you gotta clear out any negative energy that's been attacking you. One way to do that is to be very natural. Just be very, plain. You know, the dark negative energy likes for you to do too much with yourself. Sometimes you take a couple days of the week and you just be simple, simplified with your self care. So I really want to talk about this, y'all. Let me get me a cough drop. I got a little cold that's trying to kick my butt here. So while we're waiting for more people to come in, grab yourself a drink or a little treat, and we're gonna get started on this topic. Hey y'all. All right. So this is why you gotta be careful who you choose to love. You gotta be really picky. And first of all, it's very hard to break soul ties. Often it takes for the other person to connect with a bunch of other people before the cord will actually be completely cut by you. So sometimes it takes for a lot of intervention. This is why be very picky about who you create love cords with, who you deeply care about. Now I'm going to break this down so y'all understand it. Okay? Um, Everyone that enters your life comes with some sort of karma. It could be really good karma, or it could be bad karma, or they may have more bad karma than good karma, or more good karma than bad karma, or they may have just all good karma. Most of their karma is all good. When you love someone, you are saying you're open to receive their karma. You're open to receive gifts from them. And understand that bad karma and good karma is a gift. I know it's hard to believe that bad karma is a gift, but bad karma is to grow you up and to make you wiser and um, to teach you a lesson so you don't make the same mistake. So it's a gift because not everybody gets that lesson. Some people, believe it or not, has to wait a while before the bad karma will come, and they don't even have good karma coming in. It's like no karma coming in. So even if you get bad karma, it's still a gift. All karma is meant for transformation. So, and for it to work in your favor, for the transformation to eventually work in your favor. When you love someone, you're saying that you are accepting their transformation, that you trust their karma. You let your guard down. Your guard is no longer protecting you from their karma. You are open to receive their karma. When you receive energy, you receive karma too. And when you love, you're saying you don't care how deep the karma come into your life. You don't care how much comes in. Your heart chakra is completely open. That negative energy can go all the way to the bottom of the core of your heart chakra. So this is why you have to be picky. Their karma can actually transform your karma. Their karma can actually, when you receive it, can interfere with your manifestation process. Their karma can actually influence you, your decisions. So this is why you have to be very picky. People who have abundant earth energy, or they're often in earth energy, we actually know this. Okay? This is why we're not quick to emotionally connect. When you quick to emotionally connect with someone, you are in the process of growing love. And so you still may receive a little bit of that person's karma. A little bit of their karma can trickle into your metaphysical field. So this is why you need to actually do, I say eye gazing. Eye gazing will help you to learn whether that person's karma is mostly good. The eyes is the mirror to the soul. Okay? When somebody's eyes don't look so clear, then they might got a lot of bad karma, or they're not getting a lot of good karma, or the death angel might be with them. Some sort of shadow angel is with them. So you need to do more eye gazing at people before you decide to love them, to be really emotionally connected. Eye gazing, even with your friend, will help you to get to know the health of their soul. And then you may pick up some hidden truths about their personality, which then will reveal to you a bit more about their karma. Hi, everybody. Okay. Why are you attacking me? What did I do to you, Casey? What did I do to you, Casey? What did I do to you? If you can't tell me what I did to you, then I guess I'll kick you out. I don't know why this person just bust in with that. I'm not a prophet. I'm a high priestess. What I say is not a prophecy. What I say is the truth. Prophecies aren't always coming to be the truth. I don't do prophecies. I do truth. I talk directly to the angel spirits, which means I speak truth when I'm giving a lesson that's spiritual. This video has nothing to do with prophecy. This has to do with the truth of how the spiritual energy work in when you give love and you give care, deep care to someone. Why do you think when people deeply care for old people who are rich, they'll suddenly get lucky? Like, try it one day. Like, if you ever take care of some old person that has a lot of money, and let's say that's what you do for a living, you'll find that you're getting popular. You'll find that you might get a promotion on your job, or you'll get random gifts because you're receiving their karma. I know people who actually ended up getting a house and cars and all type of material possessions, getting lucky with that, all because they was taking care of an old rich person. Okay? All right. I'm hiding everybody here. There we go. Now it's hiding negative people on the channel. Yeah, I'm okay. All right. I just got a halls in my mouth. All right, so let's continue here. I'm not even on video and being attacked. That's how thirsty people are to attack me. That they don't. It's like they just look at my old videos and just come. I should have just left their comments so I could show YouTube just how much I'm being harassed, even when I'm not on video. To be attacked when you're not on video, that shows that there's like you're being mobbed or you're being attacked by a hate group. So I'm gonna leave any negative comments from here on out. I'm gonna leave them because I'm not on video. So there's no reason for all of that to go on. Okay, I'm gonna leave them up there so that I could just go ahead and do reporting. Since people like to do false reports on me on my videos, I think I'm gonna start personally reporting people's accounts to see how they like it. All right, so let's continue. Getting into being careful, getting more into being picky about who you love. When you say you love someone, you're saying, I accept you. You cannot say you accept someone and don't accept their karma. So, this is why you'll notice that your karma may get better or worse. Normally, within, I would say most of the time, 2 seasons being in love with someone. This is why toxic people who are narcissists or psychopaths or sociopaths, they normally want to love bomb you for at least an entire season. It's normally mid-season into another season because then they know it's difficult for you to cut the cord. But by that time, by the end of the second season, when you with somebody narcissistic or toxic, you don't even know that you've been receiving their karma because the love bombing has been keeping you mesmerized. But then when it's the third season after being with them, when it's time for a new beginning or breakthrough, you'll notice that you got bad juju or things are going bad for you. And you're like, why is this happening? Or your harvest is coming in slower. It's because the bad karmic energy is now manifesting into your life what they were supposed to get. See, people can pass on their parents called bad karma, um, so that they can get rid of the karmic energy. Narcissists do that. When they love bombing, they're actually still trying to use you to dump their narcissistic energy in without you even knowing they doing it. Why you think if you ever be around people with bad karma who's narcissistic and you're in a relationship with them, if you ever pay attention, by the third season in their life, they suddenly start having a breakthrough and you're stuck. Like that happened to me. Like with this one person, all of a sudden they was able to get the apartment they wanted. They kept getting hired for different jobs, and suddenly I was being abused on the job. I was gaining weight. They was getting fit. But this was in the third year after at the third season. After I received their karma for 2 months. See, this is why even if you say I'm in love with you, you say that to somebody. Really, I think for the first 6 months, you should not be receiving any gifts from them because the gifts may look nice, but they might still be negatively charged. The energy is negatively charged, and then that energy is sitting in your house and your space all day. And then if you're meditating, you're like absorbing the energy from that gift. When people say they're in love with someone, they start accepting gifts from that person. It makes it a lot easier for their karmic energy to enter your body. Okay. Hi, everybody. All right. I was on video already. I tried to do a video twice, but people want to be in that low vibrational retrograde energy and want to attack me attack my 4C here in my genetics over and over again, and I don't feel like it. I need to not be interrupted because this is a serious conversation. So that's why I'm not getting on video so people can focus on what I'm saying. The negative people can either focus on what I'm saying or leave. Sometimes, y'all, as I said, the quantum vino effect, you have to remove what people want to watch to attack so you can get the job done. All right. Because then people will look ridiculous attacking me and I'm not even on video. So as I said, also when you deal with people and you say I deeply care about you, you're also saying that you want to help clear the path. You want to help clear their life. And if you're someone that like to clear the path for people, well, let's say you're chosen to do that. Let's say that's your, if we're going to get into the non-traditional thing, let's say that that's your north node or it's your, it's to do with your destiny. You're chosen to clear the path for people. If you say you deeply care about somebody, then your destiny purpose is going to kick in of clearing the path for them. That means that you're willing to be a dumpster for their energy, or you're willing to take some of their karmic energy and remove it. And so that would create a problem because you're saying that you're willing to carry their burdens and their baggage for a while until you clear it out of your energy, but they're already clear, see, because you took on the burden of their karmic debt. I'll give you an example of how this happened, and some of y'all may not even believe me or notice, but if you research, it did. Will Smith and Jada Pinkett is a good example. Now, red pill people, please don't come in here with it, because this is not about who's the narcissist and who's not, because frankly, both of them are showing narcissism. But that's not what this video is about. That's not what this subject's about. When I'm using Will Smith and his wife as an example, I'm showing how Jada Pinkett was in very good karma for herself when she met Will Smith. She had done Demon Night. She was doing movies. Okay, she was in leading roles doing movies. He was married. He basically had an affair with Jada Pinkett. Okay, he had a good wife and admitted that his wife was good. So he got bad karma for stepping out of his marriage and having an emotional affair with Jada Pinkett while he was married. By Jada going on along, keeping it going, her karma went bad too. So what she should have did was told him, no, this is not how it's done. You need to stay with your wife because no. Your wife is a good woman. Your marriage is working. So no. Will Smith wasn't even doing a lot of major movies at the time. But if you notice, like after she got married with him, both of them became toxic. If you notice, she stopped doing a lot of movies. Next thing you know, she's only doing like series and stuff. Jada Pinkett's been stuck at, I think, no more than $5 million profit all these years, which is considered kind of like poverty in the millionaire club in the acting world. While Will Smith is like, he was banking on money, okay? Worth, well, I think 300 million. So my thing is, she gave up her acting life to be this at-home mom and just doing these little series, sitcoms. And so she changed her karma to appease her marriage. While his karma, his financial karma did good, but he still didn't realize he had karmic debt to still pay. for how he entered that marriage with Jada Pickett. And it came out with him having no discipline with his character. See what I'm saying? Sometimes karmic debt could be no control with your ego. Sometimes you pay it through character assassinating yourself. I know that's deep, but you can literally character assassinate yourself through narcissism, and the narcissism may come from the fact that you have karmic debt. The creator can block you actually from being able to access humble energy. When Will Smith was with his first wife, it was humbling him. He still would have had the opportunities he have, but he would have also had clean karma. So even off screen or in public, he would have been a nicer person. Karmic debt can get you in any way. But karma can literally influence you to be negative so that you get yourself in a jam, and that be your punishment. Like Will Smith being blocked from the Oscars for some years. So, as I said, it's not a battle of the gender. We're not going to get into like, oh, he was a narcissist, she's a narcissist, he was a narcissist. We're not getting into that. But no one can deny that it was narcissistic for him to do that publicly. Even if he did want to slap the guy, he could have slapped the guy behind the scenes. He could have slapped the guy when the curtains was closed. So he still was responsible for that slap being so public. But anyway, as I said, that's a prime example of what I'm talking about. His karma went passive aggressive, good and bad. When he entered a marriage with Jada Pickett, he built a relationship out of and went into marriage out of adultery. Now, I'll give y'all another example. Steve Harvey. Now, I know everybody's like, oh, but Steve did good. If anybody noticed about Steve Harvey, he started to gain weight. He started to get out of shape. And that is the price he paid, because when he was in the comedy and all that, he wasn't like so out of shape, because him being a comedian was actually protecting his self-care. But when he decided to also cheat on his wife, which he admitted, with the side chick in a hotel somewhere, that made him karma made him sacrifice something. See, there's always a sacrifice you make for cheating and lying and robbing and stealing and stuff. And you often don't know until the sacrifice got really out of hand. Like Steve Harvey, when he got really out of shape, while his new wife, his side chick new wife, is all fit, he wasn't. Okay. He also became a person that his own staff didn't like. He became stuck up, from what I hear, with the letters, writing letters to his coworkers saying don't speak to him when he's going to his dressing room, like as if, they can't even say hi or whatever. But as I said, often people think people's good making money is not proof that your karma's good. With proof that your karma, that somebody that you with is good for your karma, is when you're hitting those target goals in every area of your life. If there's an area of your life struggling and you're with someone, you need to question whether their karma is mostly good. For example, A family member of mine, their karma was bad, and every time I would spend a couple months hanging out with them, all of a sudden I would start gaining weight. Like I noticed that I would be hungry all the time. Little did I know that that was the energy that they was in when I wasn't around them. So I was receiving their karmic energy when I would be around them. Hi, everybody. All right, so I felt like I had to do this video. I'm going to say good night to y'all. Have a good night. I might do a part two. I'll leave this video up for everybody to replay. Bye, everybody.